How's everybody doing? This is Brian. I'm back with another Brian Speaks On topic, and this topic is something that I'm gonna try to be as fast as I can with this, and y'all have to excuse some of the language that I'm going to use in this, but this is a topic that really irks me, and normally when I make these vlogs, these video editorials, or whatever you want to call them, I try to talk about things from more of an analytical brain, an angle. I like to give perspectives on things, but one thing that I do try to avoid doing at all costs is being that angry guy, and being that person that's being an accuser and a judgmental person. But on this one, I just I can't hold back on this one. This one really, it pisses me off. And normally what I do is I like to use a specific example of something to talk about a broader topic. And the specific example that I want to raise as part of the broader topic is the incident that's just been viral over the past day and a half or so, when you see this video of an officer manhandling another black girl teenager in a classroom, and the subsequent reaction, lack of reaction, and coonery that's been going on since that incident. Now, this bothers me from so many different levels, but I'll start with the actual incident itself. I'll go into it very quickly. For those that know me, I actually used to be a school officer. So I have a particular kind of insight into that video when I look at it. And I could tell anybody, as a former school officer, that there should be no debate about the unwarranted foolishness of this. These people out here, and I will call you a coon, these coons out here who are actually giving justifications to this foolishness, y'all need to be slapped. Especially those who, if that were your kid, you'd be the first one screaming bloody murder. And I will tell you that to anybody's face, and for this specific reason. What that child was doing had nothing to do with law enforcement. So the fact that an officer even engaged with her in the first place, right there, shuts everything down from that point forth. You could talk about what she should have said and how she should have reacted, and she should have just been docile, and she should have just been, whatever, submissive and all this other BS. She was never supposed to have been approached. She's a juvenile, first of all. She's a minor. She's in a public building. She's in school. She's not a perp on the street. She's not violating nor committing any crimes. That's it. Period. Point blank right there. Any officer that walks into a public school classroom, sees a child sitting there where they're supposed to be, in school, in a class, not engaging in some type of threatening behavior, there is nothing that needs to be said to that child. That officer should have turned his ass around, told the teacher, "Why did you even call me in here? I'm out." That's it. That's law enforcement. Because, again, see the two words? Law enforcement. In that video, there were no laws being broken. There was nothing to enforce. That's it. So all that other foolishness about, these, like I said, these corny justifications. It's like it's unbelievable. The depths that people go to give people this authority to violate other people. It's sad. And when it comes from black people, I will call you out as a coon every day and twice on Sunday. Now, the bigger, broader topic that this brings me to doesn't have anything to do with that cop. Doesn't have anything to do with police brutality or any, it comes to this simple accusation that I have to all black men of all cultures in the hood, especially in the hood, but not it doesn't have to necessarily be in the hood, but you see it more in the hood. This goes out to all y'all men out there that like to, you know, that like to call yourselves that and give yourselves that title and give yourselves that crown. The fact that in that video you see black youth, you know, you see there's a teacher in that video. The fact that nobody stood up for that girl, nobody even batted an eye to that girl getting manhandled like that, is pathetic. It is pathetic. Y'all are pathetic out here. You're pathetic. You know, black men love to call upon black women to support us. We need the support of black women out here because we got it so bad. We got it this and we got it that, and the system is this and the system is that. And you know what? Black women do that. Black women stick up for black men. The people who originated and came up with the concept of Black Lives Matter were 3 black women. Standing up for y'all punk asses. For y'all fake ass men out there that wouldn't lift a hand up to help them in a time of need, in a time of desperation. Y'all ain't got nothing to say. Y'all don't defend black women. The majority, a ton of y'all are the first ones to denigrate black women. A ton of y'all are the first ones to call black women out of their name. A ton of y'all are the first ones to pull your camera out and record black women getting violated, mistreated, abused, beat up, and so on and so on. But y'all want the support of black women. You feel entitled to the support of black women. They are supposed to stand up for you. What are they standing up for? What men are they protecting? They going out there having these rallies, going to these marches, putting themselves in danger, putting their safety in danger, their freedom, coming up with all these marches and protests and so on. For what? For you? What are you doing for them? How many black men have organized rallies and marches and protests for the mistreatment of black women? For all that hooting and hollering y'all was doing on the internet, how many of y'all actually put something together for Sandra Bland? How many of y'all men out there, you know, how many of y'all have actually seen George Zimmerman in the street? Because a lot of y'all, wait, he better not ever walk through this hood, and he better not ever be seen out here. Based on the all the news articles and stuff like that, he's been getting around, and I'm sure he's been in neighborhoods where black men reside. See, black people, we are the most talk about it people. We talk and we talk and we talk and we talk. We talk the most shit out of anybody out here. We be talking all this shit, boy. You listen to a hip hop song or you listen to a barbershop conversation and you will hear some. We project this image of bravado, man, and it's crazy. We talk a whole lot, but what are we actually out there doing? Especially for our women. What are we out there doing for them? They're out there for us. You see it. Anytime something goes down where somebody gets violated, you see black women out there. But you don't see us out there for them. You see us out there at that one-day rally for black lives in general. But you don't see nobody coming to the aid of women when they're getting violated and manhandled. And it's pathetic. It really is. And like I said, a lot of y'all perpetuate the very mistreatment that they get. But you want to turn around and feel entitled for black women to support your ass. It's corny, man. It's really, really corny out here, man. And like I said, I call anybody out on it. Anybody who fits that description, you fit the description, and it is what it is. We talk about all this stuff we gonna do. But nobody better not do nothing to blah blah blah, and nobody better not this, and nobody better not that. And we project this tough guy image, and we don't support the women who support us. What kind of men are we? What is your definition of being a man? You know? When for everybody that remembers that movie A Time to Kill, remember Samuel Jackson in that movie? Remember what he did? Somebody violated his daughter. What did he do? Yeah, I understand. It's a fictional book. You know, it's a fictional character. But a lot of men out there will have you believe that they would be that representative. Like, they would do that. That would be them. Better not. Nobody not. Better not, you know, this, that, you know, and coming up with all this bravado. But I don't see that out there. I don't see that in the hood. And I'm in the hood. I don't see that out there in the hood. I see a bunch of dudes outside. I wouldn't necessarily call them men. I would just say they're of age. It's a difference. And like I said, a lot of y'all out there are the very ones who are the source of the problem. Y'all are the source of the problem before the white cop is the problem. You the source of the problem. So what you gonna do now? Y'all gonna talk more about what it is y'all gonna do, or y'all gonna actually stand up for what it is that you talk about and be supportive of these women out here who are supportive of you? God knows what it is that even continues their desire to be that. You know, because a whole lot of y'all ain't repping nothing. In the words of the homie that went viral during one of them rap beef battles, we gonna get this work. And I'm gonna say this as we get this work. A lot of y'all are a bunch of lost niggas. That's what most of y'all out here are. A bunch of lost niggas. Because you sit there and you allow your women to be violated. And a good portion of y'all are the ones doing the violating. And I'm calling y'all out on it. I think it needed to be said. You can agree with it, you can ignore it, or you can actually sit there and get past the emotion and think about what it is that I'm saying. Call it a truth, call me out on it, do what you want. But it's just my thoughts. Y'all have a blessed one.